Okay.
What's remember in Tagalog?
Okay. Naala. Okay.
Good. That's the root word. State
Second
passive
word.
first.
That's right. Say passive.
Naalala. Naaalala.
Ala. Yeah. Ma'aalala.
Correct.
Next. Okay.
Maaalala.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Not too many A's.
Okay.
Okay. Naalala, naaalala, maaalala, maalala. State active. Let's conjugate all first.
Naka.
Naka, and then alala. Just take
Okay.
it from the root. Nakaalala.
Okay. Nakaka. Alala.
Hmm.
Makaka. Alala.
Good.
Ma. Ka. Ala.
Makaalala. The verb alala is to remember, but alaala is a noun which means memory. Okay?
Okay.
I will put that here. Ala. This is a noun which means memory. Now let's translate some sentences. I hope they remember my birthday.
Sana. Ma'alala.
Good.
Nila. Ang kaarawan. Oh,
Good. Why did you translate it this way?
I translated it that way because, first of all, it was out of the control. And so it's a state verb.
What's the object here?
Kaarawan ko.
Yes, ang kaarawan ko, my birthday. That's specific object, therefore passive voice. And no control if they remember or not, state verb. So state passive. Good. Another conjugation. She doesn't remember.
Is active because there is no object. Hindi siya.
Good.
That's present tense. Diba?
It's present tense because it doesn't. If it's past, it will be didn't. No?
Right.
So it's the situation at the present time. So present tense. Hindi siya
Nakaka.
alala.
Alala.
State verb, she doesn't have control, but there is no object. It's just her doing the action. So active voice. She doesn't remember, hindi siya nakakaalala. Maybe she's got amnesia, no? Okay.
Amnesia.
Amnesia girl. Have you seen that movie? Amnesia
I seen your lesson. I seen your lesson on that. Remember, an Amnesia Girl, you did one woman who had all the bumps on her face.
Tama. Now let's do remember sa action form. What is the conjugation if it's an action verb, not a state verb? To remember in the action verb, to have full control, it only has a passive voice for some reason, no active. So we only have the passive action. And what's the conjugation?
So it's IN. So it's
Yes, it's just plus IN.
inalala.
Inaalala. For this one, it's aalalahanin. Infinitive, similar sa future, but no repetition.
Alalahanin. So the only time you cannot have an object with remember, there's always object remember, unless somebody has amnesia, or that's what you said, right?
Yes,
So
that's the only time that there's no object because the sentence is focusing on them not able to remember. So that particular sentence is in the active voice, focusing on the actor doing the action. But they did not choose not to remember, therefore it's in the state form only. But if you're trying to remember, there's always a question about what are you trying to remember or who are you trying to remember? I am remembering the good old days. What is the tense?
we did that. Okay. So it's present tense. Okay. Inaalala ko.
Good. Inaalala ko.
Ang, would it be good? Maganda, mabuti?
Happy.
Ang masaya?
Yes, ang masayang. And then if there are many, masasayang.
Masasayang. That's plural.
No need to translate old. It just day.
Masayang araw.
Yes.
Mga
Alala ko ang masasayang araw. For example, if you change the da to our, I am remembering our good old days. Inaalala ko ang masasayang araw And then our. What is our?
Namin and natin.
Namin. Yes, namin or natin. So you see, there is an object. What's the object? The good old days. You can't possibly make a sentence trying to remember something without an object.
Okay.
Yeah. Kasi when you're trying to remember something,
That's
what?
something that,
Trying to remember what or who, there's always an object.
and the object is not always it can be a person. It's can be a what or a whom. I'm repeating this so I make sure I got what you're trying to give me. Okay. All right, good to go.
So when you're trying to remember something, there's always an object, a what or who. When you're not trying to remember something, it just crossed your mind, no? If it just comes to you, that is a state verb, and
Mhm.
that's the only time that it can have an active voice. If it's a mag conjugation, it changes the meaning. Nag-alala, nag-aalala,
Mag-alala,
aalala,
mag-ala.
alala. This particular verb is no longer remember, but worry. This is to worry. So that's the
Okay.
reason why this one doesn't have a nag or mag conjugation, because if you do put a mag or nag conjugation, it's a different word already. For example, sentence is, I got worried.
Okay, I got worried. Past tense. Nag-alala.
Good.
Ako. Yeah.
It's ako, because it's a mag verb.
Yes.
Remember, if it's nagmag, it's ako kasha. So worry, nag-alala. I don't know why. Yung root word nila, it's the same. But nagmag conjugation is to worry. Now let's go to forget. What's forget in Tagalog?
Limot.
Limot. Good. You can add
Nalimutan.
ka so that it's easier. Let's add ka. Kalimot. So that it's easier to conjugate it later.
Nalimutan.
Good. State passive first. Nalimutan.
Nalimutan. Nalilimutan. Malilimutan.
Good.
Malimutan.
Malimutan. Yan. State passive, there's an object. This got an endings. Dito muna tayo. I hope they won't forget my birthday. Hope or
Okay,
wish?
Sana.
Good.
Sana.
Sana.
Sana. Hindi.
Good.
Hindi nila.
Good.
You know. Okay, I hope they don't, then the verb, forget. I hope they don't forget my birthday. Present, future, is that
Infinitive.
future?
Infinitive
Okay.
because of the word hope.
I would, okay, okay, so malimutan.
Malimutan, no? Or makalimutan. Because if there's a ka. But this is also correct. Sana hindi nila malimutan or makalimutan.
I hope they don't forget what? My birthday. Okay, ang kaarawan ko.
Good. Sana hindi nila malimutan ang kaarawan ko. Even if
Okay.
you say malimutan or makalimutan, they are synonyms. It's because they both have an endings. They're both in the passive voice. Now, state active. No object. No?
Naka.
Naka.
Mutan.
This one, it's no an because the an ending is only for the object. So in this case, it will just be nakalimot.
Nakalimot. Nakakalimot.
Nakakalimot.
Makakalimot.
Nakalimot.
Makalimot.
Makalimot. For example, if the sentence is, she can't forget. Like, I don't know with her, but she just can't forget. So,
Okay, hindi siya.
yeah, hindi siya makalimot. Now, so both, no? Nakalimot, nalimutan, both are state because they don't have control. One has an object, ends with an. The other one don't have an object. It's just the actor doing the action. No an.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
It's an on there. There is a pronoun. There's a person involved, right? There's an indirect object, right?
There's a indirect object or direct object, both. There's an object. Bottom line is if there's an an, there's an object. You can't possibly use a verb ending in an without an object.
Yeah. I thought the object was also going, for the most part, is going to be a indirect pronoun or indirect person or something. I should say that.
No, there are two kinds of object. There's direct and indirect.
So if there's an object, it's going to be an on it, right?
There's an object, it's gonna be an. The sentence is, she can't forget him. What's the object?
Yeah.
Him. You see? There's no literal thing, object, no? But the object is the person. So, what's the conjugation?
Hindi.
Hindi.
This is Hindi niya malimutan.
Good. Hindi niya malimutan.
Okay, him in that sentence is going to be siya.
Yes. Or hindi niya siya malimutan.
That's the object of the sentence.
Yes. The object is the person, him. There's an an. We can't just say limot, no, because there's an object. And it's the state as if she doesn't have control. So passive.
Everybody's at a different level. I mean, in their learning. I mean, I'm 70, so my learners are a different phase. But
you're doing good.
I always, like in the school, college. I'm the valedictorian. Not because I'm
Wow.
smart. There's no way I could have learned this just on my own. You kind of like went all around the world to show me everything. This is why it is. You know, you took me all around the path. Okay, this is why this is why this is to bring me to this point. You couldn't just go to that point because I wouldn't understand all these pieces in this big puzzle. And there's a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
But like I said, you got to have that down before you move on. You cannot, like, if I didn't know the pronouns right now, there's no way I can, which pronoun to use. You have to have that in order. When I did it on my own, I just kind of like forget about the pronoun. Let's get to the meat of the lesson. But if you don't understand the pronouns, where they go at, you would never get the language down. You got to have the pronouns
True.
down.
Sometimes my students would say, I have some basic Tagalog knowledge. I studied Tagalog somewhere, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. You will still start with lesson 1. Anyway, if I see that you're doing good, then we can progress. No, we can move on to the next lesson. But I want to make sure that the pronouns, you got it nailed down. Because once you go to passive voice, it's mahirap.
I understand so much more. Rosetta Stone, they don't give you that. It's all total immersion. Total immersion without any understanding.
That would work if you have the luxury of time, if you're a child who can understand concept. Yeah, but for adults, concept is important. It's good, no, if you have an app and then you get to learn new vocabs every single day. And I also learned with a tutor, no, I had a teacher before. Kaya it's always the 3 things: vocab, concept, practice. Those 3. So let's finish the conjugation for action verb, no? You choose to forget. You choose to forget what or who. That's why passive voice lang din siya.
Action verb passive, okay?
Plus in. And then if there's an object, because it's passive, there's an an ending. Kinalimutan.
Kinalimutan. Kinakalimutan. Kaka.
Good.
Kakalimutan.
Kalimutan. Infinitive.
Kalimutan.
I'll forget about him.
I will. Okay, for future tense. So that's kakalimutan ko ang tungkol niya.
Sa kanya.
O sa kanya.
But you can also just say, you can cancel the about. You can just say kakalimutan ko siya.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's no about, like I'll forget him, kakalimutan ko siya. If you wanna mention the about, ang tungkol sa kanya. If there's about, there's ang tungkol. Tungkol is about, diba? So, just like remember, when you choose to remember, there's always a question of what or who. That's why it's always passive. Dahil mayroong object. It doesn't make sense if there's no object. That's why it only has a passive voice, no active voice. Same thing, no? When you choose to forget what or who, there's always an object, passive voice.
Oh, Lord.
But you did great today.
I appreciate all that you do, okay?
Salamat din.
Kita kits.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.